Buongiorno everyone from beautiful Vieste. We're here at day number 3. And let me tell you something, it is windy.
Absolutely. Welcome everyone. Welcome back here on the third day of competition. And yes, as you say, it's windy.
Finally.
There's some flurries of activity going on behind us as some of the guys have been getting out on the water, testing the conditions, and looks like we're set to start pretty soon. With that, the weather forecast coming up for today is holding fairly true. We're noticing a bit more thermal activity that's increasing the wind on the forecast, and that's pretty much what's hitting now. We've actually adjusted our forecast with this thermal in mind, and what you're seeing on the graphic is that kind of slight adjustment. So we're expecting around this sort of 10-12 knots today. And the good news is that this northerly wind, which is the one that combines with the thermal, is holding all day. So
yes.
We should see this, perhaps a few flurries of activity now, and then we just should see it improve, up towards lunch and into the afternoon. So it's looking like a good day of action.
Oh yes, looking very forward to it. I mean, the first thing we got on the menu is obviously the resailing of heat number 8 from yesterday's Foilstyle.
Absolutely.
So that's Micah versus George. They're actually currently going out in the water, warming up and getting ready for their heat, just coming up in a couple of minutes actually. And yeah, said that. Let's have a look maybe at the highlights from yesterday, day number 2, which unfortunately was a little bit of a lay day, waiting around. The wind was unfortunately not helping us. But anyway, we made the most out of it, and let's have a look. Hello everyone, and welcome to day number 2 here in beautiful and today also sunny Vieste. The wind is still a little bit light, but everything is on its way for Foilstyle. First elimination coming up, Tigo versus Dudu. The riders tried their best and we saw some moves going down.
It looked a bit better than it actually was. It's still quite light, the wind. I was on 5.2. Managed to catch a few gusts, do some moves, but I think it's just not enough yet to compete.
The riders did their best and we saw some moves going down, but unfortunately the wind was just not enough, which didn't allow us to go through the elimination ladders.
Oh, it's unfortunately too light to do freestyle. We had a bit of fun cruising around, but it's a pity to not have enough wind, but we stay focused and motivated to get some more wind in the next day.
Yeah, my name is Bodie Kemper. I'm competing in the Foilstyle, the freestyle and the tow-in. Just had a test run on the Foilstyle, but just a bit too light unfortunately, but was still fun.
Yeah, you can train your pumping, that's for sure. You can fine-tune your technique on the pumping, and we're going to be ready whenever.
With the waiting game being on, we were looking forward to getting the tow-in qualification started. Unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties, we were unable to get the towing qualifier started, but the riders still got some training runs.
Welcome guys, today was a great day in Vieste. I just came back from towing run. I have to catch my breath a little bit with this one. In the morning we had the Foilstyle session, it was amazing. Those guys ripped it up on the foil. It's a new discipline, it's a new sport, it's a game changer, let's go.
Tomorrow is going to be the last light wind day and we're looking forward to finish all 3 qualifiers for the big final, tow-in final on Saturday in town. Stay tuned to our live stream so you don't miss any of the action. All right, that was it from yesterday. Had an amazing day, some technical issues, but nevertheless we made the most out of it, and that's the most important thing in the end, right?
Absolutely. Let's say it's just going to cause much more action-packed remaining days, isn't it? So
exactly.
A lot of excitement coming up.
All right, so I think we have also Mr. Sandy Clunas in the house. Sandy, can you hear us?
I certainly can. Good morning, everyone. How are we all feeling? Day 3, ready to go. It looks like the flags are moving a little bit behind you guys there.
Ciao, Sandy. Good to have you back with us remotely from the UK. So, yeah, as you said properly. I mean, the wind is definitely there. It seems better than yesterday, a bit more stable, the right direction, and we're ready to kick it off. The riders are already on the water, warming up, and yeah, we're just waiting for the first heat coming up, heat number 8 from the day.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited to see this action. George Grisley going up against Micah Hooverman. We've got the girls getting amongst it in the foil style. Obviously, you know, Micah, a super impressive sailor with the fin underneath her board. It's going to be really exciting to see how she gets on with the foil as well. Obviously, George Grisley, we had a bit of chat about him yesterday in the post show. You know, I was traveling with him quite a lot in the winter, especially in Brazil, and he was spending a lot of time on that foil, you know, on those kind of lighter wind days, and he was getting some moves in. You know, I was chatting a few days. He's been in Tarifa. Unfortunately, he's carrying a bit of an injury at the moment. I think he tweaked his ankle the other day, and then I know Adam also mentioned, you know, he's not been very well the last few days, but I think, you know, he's a bit of a soldier, and coming off the 2023 tow-in title last year, he's going to be pretty fired up going into this season, no matter what the discipline is. So yeah, this is going to be an exciting heat. It's impossible for me to tell. I haven't seen Micah doing much foil style. I don't know whether she's been doing it secretly. I know a lot of riders were doing that over the last year. So yeah, this is going to be an exciting one. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I totally agree. It's going to be a very exciting one. And yeah, we just said that yesterday evening. I mean, Maike is actually one of those riders. She's training a bit secretly, as you say, but then she comes to the competition, she pulls off the moves, and she impresses and surprises just everybody over and over again. So we can definitely expect a lot from her. And I mean, as you just said also, George, I think he's really, really hungry for whatever victory in no matter which discipline. After last year's tow-in title, he definitely got the taste of it, so he will give everything for that. And yeah, I mean, super exciting one coming up, and fingers crossed for both of them actually.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's take a little look at the single elimination for the foil style. So currently, bottom left there, you can see that's the heat that we've got coming up. George Grisley up against Micah Hooverman. Yesterday, we did actually manage to complete one heat. Tigo Court, one of the young Brouwersdam Rippers, going up against Mr. Dudu. Dudu, I don't think has spent much time on the foil, whereas, you know, Tigo was one of those guys that went out to Bonaire earlier this year, basically on a foil style trip. It was some of the younger guys from Brouwersdam, and then also Leonard Neubauer. And some of the videos we saw there, like, broke the windsurf internet. You know, we saw some crazy moves that we haven't seen on the foil yet. You know, Leonard Neubauer's air bob in particular, I must have watched that thing about 1,000 times. So yeah, speaking of Leonard Neubauer, Tigo won that heat up against Dudu and will be going straight up against Leonard in the next round. But before that, Bodie Kempen up against Steven van Broekhoven, two other guys that have really been putting the time in on the foil. Steven, obviously, the most successful freestyler, European freestyler of all time. So, you know, I don't need to say anything about Steven really, but he has been putting the time in on the foil. Bodie Kempen, same can be said as what I said for Tigo, you know, another one of those rippers that has really been putting the time in on the foil, you know, out in Bonaire. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the day. And then Jamie Howard up against Tim Gerdes. I believe that's a bit of a rematch from last year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
The winner of this heat we're going to watch. Yeah, and then the winner of this heat will be going up against Jens O'Keir. So no pressure for anyone today.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, there's some of the younger rippers like Bodie, for example, or Tim. They actually moved into Foilstyle already last year, and obviously they have a little bit of an advantage. I mean, all those riders who got more time on their foils already, definitely they're a bit advanced and they got more experience in it, versus riders who actually giving it for the first time a try. But I mean, that's also what we're here for, to evolve, to learn, to get into new disciplines. Steven, for example, I spoke to him yesterday at the beach, and he said that he's now actually mainly focusing on Foilstyle. So yeah, I mean, there's some riders who are actually even now more into Foilstyle than normal freestyle. So it's very interesting to see the whole development since last year from this new discipline actually. And yeah, I just got the news that the first heat actually got postponed for about 15 minutes because the wind just dropped. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to go in another round of waiting game. But let's have a look for some more highlights of the last days.
Welcome to day 4 here in Vieste. After a difficult morning of storms and rain, it looked like we weren't going to get any conditions really, and then within 5 or 10 minutes suddenly we had perfect foil style conditions, 15-16 knots, more windy than day 2, perfect to get started with the double elimination. With just 6 heats to run, we just needed the wind to last long enough for us to be able to get through and crown a champion of the foil style here in Vieste. And boy did we do that. Starting off, first notable mention, the young Brouwersdam ripper Tim Gerdes managing to take out Jamie Howard, then go through the flying Frenchman Sam Steve before being stopped by none other than the most successful European freestyler of all time, Steven van Broekhoven. After that, Steven van Broekhoven up against Lennart Neubauer. Lennart, not a name you necessarily associate with foil style, but putting a stop to Steven's hopes of coming first and himself ending up in the final up against Mr. Jentel Kers. Ultimately, Jentel taking the victory, defending his title from the single elimination and taking the overall win for the foil style here in Vieste. With the success of this afternoon's wind, all eyes are turning to the final day tomorrow, and with a great forecast on the horizon, hopefully we are going to get out for some classic windsurf freestyle.
Yeah, that was a nice little clip from last year's action. That's how it should like, how it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, at the moment, as just said earlier, we're still in standby. The first heat, heat number 8, got just postponed for about 15 minutes because the wind dropped. I mean, Jentel just came out of the water and he also said, nothing going on right now, but we're ready to go. We're waiting, and obviously we will keep you posted. And just with me in the studio, Jentel.
Oh, wait, give me a second.
Welcome back to the booth.
Hey.
Can you give us a little insight? How was it out there on the water? How were the conditions really? Tell us.
It's such a pity. We are so close to be competable. Like when we saw Jamie going in the beginning, he was the first on the water. He catched like a couple of good guests, so everyone was motivated to go on the water, and it's just kind of enough just to freeride, stay on the foil, but we're so close. Let's fingers crossed, and we get a few more gusts coming up.
I mean, close, unfortunately, sometimes not close enough, but we're here, we're ready for everything. And can you explain maybe to the audience, why is it so important to get the proper condition and the right wind here for Foilstyle?
Because we're still windsurfers, we need definitely some wind, some breeze. Even with the foil, we need wind. But, you know, we want to express ourselves, we want to do big moves, and you want to make it fair for all the riders. Because if someone catches a good gust and does one big move, and the other guy just over the heat of 10 minutes cannot catch a good gust, it's not fair. So we just need suitable conditions to make a fair competition and a great show for the crowd.
Yeah, definitely agree. And also, can you maybe explain why is the landing with the foil so different than with a fin, for example, for you guys?
When you land with the foil in the water, actually it absorbs some of the impact, the foil. But it has a lot of leverage, so if the board is a little bit angled and you land, you will drop in when you have no wind in the sail. So you really have to land up really straight up and like perfect. And how lighter the wind is, how more tricky it gets. So now maybe you can see people throwing some moves, but it just gets too tricky to land perfectly.
Yeah. So actually, Sandy, something comes to my mind. Have you actually already tried Foilstyle?
Not really that much, no. As you know, Jentel can attest to, like the sails are fairly similar, but you know the boards have changed a lot now. So you almost need like a specific board for it. You know, you're seeing all the brands, like whilst it does look like a freestyle board, it does seem like there are some differences. You know, it's a bit shorter, it's a bit wider, the volume is distributed a bit differently. So no, so far, I mean, if anyone wants to give me a foil board, please feel free. But you know, Jentel, maybe you can Jens, maybe you can speak to that a little bit. You know, how has the gear developed? Especially, have you guys been changing things over the last year as everyone has got a lot more into the foil style? What is the gear setup like now compared to, you know, say 2 or 3 years ago when it was first starting?
Yeah, the boards are completely different than a normal freestyle board. They're like short, fat, you know, like a little peak. It's just a completely different board, but you definitely can, if you want to start off, use an old freestyle board or something to put a foil under there and get the first moves in and just feel it out if you like it. For sure, a dedicated freestyle board will be better. The sails, you can just use your normal freestyle sails. There are some brands who do dedicated foil style sails, but I don't see the sense for it. I'm so used to my freestyle sail, my Wizard from Nail Pride, and I just want to keep using that through all the disciplines I do.
Okay, so sounds good. In the meantime, I said we're here, we're keeping our fingers crossed, we're ready to throw it off, we're here staying sharp. And in the meantime, we would like to give you some highlights from last year's final. Have a look.
Leonard Neubauer on the left, Jento Kers on the right hand.
right,
So
queuing
Jento
up.
Kers with that orange and purple Neil Pride sail. Leonard Neubauer with the black Severn
Severn.
Freak with, of course, the Red Bull sticker and the big starboard Tiki Man at the top, if you're wondering which rider is which.
Okay, less than a minute left.
Yeah, 50 seconds to go
Almost
until the
there.
start of this heat. Let's wait and see who will be taking it.
Oh my God, the guys must be so nervous. I would be so nervous at least.
Yeah, 100%.
I would be freaking out.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
wait and see what we've got coming
Trying to
up.
position themselves properly for a good start. I mean, we saw many riders kicking off their heat actually with the first move after the first 3 seconds. So let's see if they're going for that strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Leonard, looks like Leonard's like deliberately going slowly, you know, because I think he's probably going to want to start off strong. I'm predicting maybe he's going to try and start with a Pasco. He obviously saw that was such a high-scoring move in his last couple of heats. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how they both decide to start this heat as we come into last couple of seconds. He is starting.
Here we
Jento
go.
straight
Green
into
flag
switch.
is up.
Jento KO straight into switch.
Coming on the inside. Ooh, but Leonard pulling off
Leonard
his
will come
first
straight
move.
round. I would say that will be counted as a burner. Jento Kers, wow, huge burner there as well.
A really clean one also.
Stepping switch and ducking as well, which means probably that will, you know, realistically score a little bit higher.
That was actually a really nice water perspective. Really nice one. Nice angle. You can see how high actually they are.
Yeah.
From the water angle, water perspective. Oh yeah, 5.4 for Yandel and 4.4 from Leonard. Let's see. Leonard actually coming in switch already. Oh,
and
and
he will go.
Yandel went down
Jento went down on a Pasco. Leonard Neubauer with a huge burner.
on the inside.
The way he lands them so clean. There's
Yeah.
no like over
really
rotating.
on the board, you know.
Yeah. No over rotating, nothing. Perfect.
Really above the foil, actually. I mean, their
Jento
position
Kers.
is just above the foil.
Yeah, Jento Kers going down a bit there. He's not going to be too happy with that one.
No. I mean, when you're crashing, you're always losing a lot of time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But he's on it again. On the foil already coming in. Leonard going on the outside.
So starting off, Leonard Neubauer leading this, but obviously Jento Kers still doesn't have a score on port tack.
Yeah.
So yeah, only one move counting for Jento
So
at
far.
the moment. As we see him ducking in regular. And bang, there's the Kulo, but he will go down.
Oh.
As we see Leonard rotate round his own Kulo,
Woo.
and he will land it clean. Straight round the 540, all the way ready to go on the new side.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so far Leonard is leading, having more tricks under his belt.
Yeah.
But still 7 minutes to go.
Yes, still very much anyone's game.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have a burner and a Kulo on port tack for Leonard Neubauer and a burner on starboard. So total heat score 14.94. Jento
wow.
Kers still with only one move on the board, having crashed both of his others. Oh, Leonard not happy with that. Yeah, he just had a bit of a touchdown
happened?
there.
Yeah, the touchdown, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously not too pleased with that.
Okay. He's
So-
up on the board. Okay, Yentl going in.
Missed what Yentl did.
Oh,
I'm
I
not sure.
also.
Ah.
Me too. I'm very sorry.
Yentl did a
Skopu.
Skopu. I just saw the ending.
I
the
also
landing.
just saw the landing,
The
but
landing
it
and
looked quite clean, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was a burner, but actually, if he landed the Skopu like a burner, then I think the judges will be looking to score that quite nicely, because we haven't really seen a super cleanly landed Skopu yet.
Ooh.
And there's the Pasco as well. A little bit wet on the end, but he will recover really nicely there.
Not completely clean, but some points
Yeah,
for sure.
he'll recover really nicely from that. Skopu coming in at 3.94, so still not being scored super high. Beautiful water angle here. As you can see, the riders, look how far up out of the water they are.
I mean, with the water angle, you can really see how high up they are on the foil.
Wow, nice air funnel there. Oh, he will go down.
He went down.
But the rider's having a bit of trouble here. I think maybe it's the pressure's
I
getting
think
to
it's the
them a little
pressure
bit.
for sure. You know, they really want to show off, so they're trying a little bit too hard. But this can come naturally. I mean, they're both very excited and giving it all.
Yeah, Yentl cares here on the big screen. Currently, Yentl leading 17.81. Lennart Neubauer 14.94. Lennart missing a move on starboard as we see Yentl duck in the sail. And he'll just throw himself around a little culo there.
That
Beautiful.
was a clean one.
I would say that culo may replace the Skopu and push Yentl's score up even further. Yentl's Pasco coming in at 4.76. So
that changed quite quickly, yeah? You saw? I mean, Lennart was leading, and now it's Yentl already.
Super quick. Yeah, that
Kulo goes back and forward.
That Kulo replacing the Skopu, 4.42. So that will bump Yentl up to 18.7.
Oh, yeah.
As
I mean, half of the time is left. Lennart crashed again.
Yeah, going down on that Pasco. He really wants it. Whoa! Yentl cares going for the back loop, and he will bring himself round at the end there. I'm not sure how much the judges will score that. You know, didn't quite get that clean landing.
Yeah.
But it may replace the Shaka that he did, the 4.22.
I mean, I could imagine he gets some points, but for sure not many.
Absolutely.
The left
Lennart
was not
still
clean.
missing a move on starboard. So if he can smash out a good air funnel, you know, or a Skopu, something like that, he can still definitely bring himself ahead of Yentl. This heat definitely still isn't Yentl's, with just over 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
Okay, they're both coming on the inside. Let's see. Are they going for a synchro move?
So Yentl ducks first, doesn't like it.
No.
And there is the air funnel from Lennart, but he will go down again on the end
more
there.
of an attempt, but
that
not
air
clean.
funnel causing some problems for some of the riders, that particular move.
But, I mean, they both didn't really look powered up in the end. They both crashed.
I can't tell. It doesn't look like the wind's dropping off at all or anything. You know, it doesn't look like we've lost it, but
not a lot on the inside for sure.
In my head,
like
I think it's the pressure. I think it's just knowing it's the final. You know, they know how important these moves are to get done.
And I mean, in this very moment while they're on the water, they really have no idea who is leading actually, because they're both focused on themselves, obviously. So they need to give it all.
Absolutely, some love coming in on Facebook for Lennart. Nancy Whitney, send it. Do not underestimate the guy from Naxos.
Oh, no.
Oh. He'll go down again.
Nobody's underestimating him, that's for sure. We know what he can offer.
As Lennart also goes down, they both really want this Pasco.
Yes.
But if they can get it and get it scoring high, as we know, it's the cheat code.
Yeah.
And I think that's something as well to note about Lennart, despite how young he is. You know, he is watching and seeing Yentl and these guys doing these moves that do make a difference in heats, and he's going, well, maybe I'll adopt that. I'll adopt that as well. I'll adopt that
it's also
strategy.
a bit of a tactical strategy, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Tim before, he tried to go all in with super radical moves in the beginning. Didn't really work out, but they're going for it all now.
As we see Yentl duck in the sail, doesn't like it.
He had a touchdown.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of Yentl there.
Yeah.
As we come into the last minute and 15 seconds of this heat.
The board got glued to the water.
So that Pasco for Yentl coming in at 5.44, so a lot cleaner. Still not the best one he can do, but still bumping him up to 19.38. And he'll go down on that air funnel again. Lennart really struggling to get that last move. He really needs to do it.
Was this his second or third attempt already?
That was the third attempt on that air funnel. Exactly. It's the same thing that happened to Tim Gerdes up against Steven.
Exactly.
Yeah, really needs to put that last score down. Yeah, Lennart still missing a move.
Yeah.
And that's what's really...
I mean, sometimes all good things are 3, but in this case, not.
In this case, no. So let's see what Jentel's got for us. Wow, big burner there, right in front of Lennart as well. Is Lennart going to go for the same
position,
thing?
you know.
So Lennart knows he's only got 20 seconds to go.
20 seconds left. Oh my God.
So stepping into switch. Strange there, he jibed, changed his feet, and then got back into switch. He's got very little time left. He really needs to be ducking that sail right now.
Oh, let's see what's
Getting
going
the
to
speed.
happen
There's
in
the duck.
last
Has he got the
seconds.
air funnel? He will throw it round.
Ah.
He will go down.
Not a clean ending.
And they both go
Ah,
down on
they
air
both
funnels.
go
That is
down.
the end of the heat. And it looks like Jentel Cares will win this and
Oh, yeah.
therefore win the foil style
Oh,
here
God.
in Vieste.
Oh, yes. Oof.
Amazing.
That was an exciting one.
Amazing performance there from Jentel Cares. Oddly enough, I'd actually say that heat there probably wasn't their best
No.
for either of them.
They both felt the pressure, but imagine we went into a super final. I'm not sure my heart
No,
would have
I
dealt
need a
with
break.
that.
I need to go have one of those icy cool Heinekens that we just saw the advert for.
I need to cool down a little bit.
Have
This
one of
was-
those aperitivos.
This was a
that-
lot.
Yeah, exactly. Let's check out the replay of the action from that heat there. Huge burner there
Yeah.
from Jentel Cares. Lennart Neubauer with an even bigger one.
Yeah,
Massive
they
burner
try to
there.
straight answer each other.
Yeah, exactly. You often see that in heats, you know, especially like this. The riders will see it and they'll go, oh, I'll just, like what we said the other day.
You can do that. I can do that better.
I can do it better. Yeah, exactly. Huge.
Yeehaw.
Oh,
That one
massive
was
cooler
huge, huh?
there. Nice shaka from Jentel.
Yeah.
So it looks like, yeah, heat is finished. That will be confirmed. It looks like Jentel Cares will win the foil style here
in
Vieste.
Vieste. Oh, wow.
A real return to form. Not saying that he did badly in Austria at all.
No.
But a definite return to form for him. Wow, huge
But I
Pasco
think,
there.
you know, winning for the first time, this foil style, I mean, is it must be something that he will remind for forever, you know?
For
It
sure.
will stay in his heart.
Absolutely. As we take a look at
Historic
the
win.
take a look at the breakdown of the scores there. Yeah, look, 4 air funnel tries for Lennart there. He just couldn't
No.
get that move down. If he'd managed to get that done, I think that would probably may have edged the heat for him.
Yeah, possible.
But yeah, super, you know, frustrating for Lennart, but also, hey, second place in the first foil style event, and especially, you know, only been properly training the foil style for a couple of weeks.
Amazing. And second place is, I mean, it's podium, you know?
Absolutely.
Great to see them. Great to see them. Cool. I mean, he must be stoked. He must be very stoked. He wanted this very hard.
Yeah, he's going to be very, very pleased with that one. So a bit of sportsmanship there, heading over, congratulating Lennart Neubauer there. You know, for that second place, Jentel, ever the sportsman. Super stoked with that. You can see all the riders and the judges up there, and we are going to pass over to Greta, who is talking to the winner of the foil style, Mr. Jentel Cares.
Jentel, congratulations. How are you feeling? You also pulled off this double elimination. I mean, is this a dream come true?
Yeah, I dream a lot, so that's definitely one of them. Super stoked to win this double elimination and the single, you know, just put the points on there. Lennart was sailing really good, but I think we both struggled a bit with this kind of conditions. We both crashed a bit more than the last final, so. But yeah, super stoked to win and looking forward for more already.
Congratulations again. So actually after this you need to let this victory sink, but it's going to be continuing. So what is your strategy now for the next single coming up?
I mean, I'm gonna try to do the same that I did now, have fun on the water and show my best.
Okay. So good luck, we're excited.
Thank you.
Lennart, congratulations for your second position. I mean, it's been amazing. What a battle. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling, yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that I couldn't put on a better show for everyone. I was missing a move on the outside, so it was for me no-brainer that I lost the final, but yeah, it was a lot of fun sailing, and still the sport is so young. You know, I didn't know what other move I should try in this condition. So I think the more events we have, and the more everyone's gonna improve, and I will also be able to do like more moves and yeah, fall back to something maybe safer. But in this case. Wasn't enough, but looking forward if we can start another single.
But congratulations anyway, you pulled up an amazing show, and I mean, first time ever, second position in the first Foilstyle double elimination. I mean, couldn't be better, or?
No, I'm super happy. Jentl deserves it, and also cool with Steven, you know, finishing the podium. Yeah, it was really cool battle, and I think for the first ever Foilstyle event, I mean, the crowd is here, and I think everyone is enjoying it, so that's already a really positive thing for the sport, and I'm looking forward to join many more other Foilstyle events. Yeah.
Cool, good luck for the upcoming single, for the next one.
Thank you very much.
Neubauer on the left.
Right, we are here at the rookie camp in Austria at Neusiedlsee. We have great conditions, as you can see in the background. It's the 2 days camp. Dieter is actually doing it together with the Fpt, and I'm along for the ride for this 2 days.
But yesterday was day one. We met the group. Everyone got some theory. We talked to competition plans. We talked theory about all the moves. In the afternoon, the wind was light, but the winch came, so everyone got their first chances at towing. The guys were improving each run, very motivated. We're here on day 2. We woke up, got here at 9 o'clock. All the kids were already straight away in their wetsuit. They were rigging, they were keen. It was firing, and we're gonna enjoy the rest of the day now. Now 1 hour of freestyling with the guys, giving them tips. Now they're having a little break, and we're gonna do a little competition run. So we're gonna run 6 minutes heat, best 2 moves on each side, and try to give them tips on how to improve it and how to deal with pressure. Welcome to day 4 here in Vieste. After a difficult morning of storms and rain, it looked like we weren't going to get any conditions really, and then within 5 or 10 minutes suddenly we had perfect foil style conditions, 15-16 knots, more windy than day 2, perfect to get started with the double elimination. With just 6 heats to run, we just needed the wind to last long enough for us to be able to get through and crown a champion of the foil style here in Vieste, and boy did we do that. Starting off, first notable mention, the young Brouwersdam ripper Tim Gerdes managing to take out Jamie Howard, then go through the flying Frenchman Sam Steve before being stopped by none other than the most successful European freestyler of all time, Steven van Broekhoven. After that, Steven van Broekhoven up against Lennart Neubauer. Lennart, not a name you necessarily associate with foil style, but putting a stop to Steven's hopes of coming first and himself ending up in the final up against Mr. Jentel Keers. Ultimately, Jentel taking the victory, defending his title from the single elimination and taking the overall win for the foil style here in Vieste. With the success of this afternoon's wind, all eyes are turning to the final day tomorrow, and with a great forecast on the horizon, hopefully we are going to get out for some classic windsurf freestyle.
Ladies and gents, welcome to day 1 here on the second stop of the European Freestyle Pro Tour. We are here in Vieste, Italy. We're looking forward to an excellent competition. Day 1, however, provided a bit of a lay day, so we caught up with some of the competitors to find out more about what's to come. Are you excited for this one?
Yeah, for sure, man. The forecast is on, huh? It's good. I don't know, man. The conditions is not what I'm used to, but I want to go full standard and hope I can do all my moves.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. There's some sandbars, so you see the potential. I think we're gonna have some ramps, and I'm just gonna enjoy it.
It looks awesome, man. I'm looking at it right now. Right now it's raining, but you see waves coming in. The wind direction is side shore, so I think the action is going to be really cool.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward for this event. The forecast looks promising.
For sure I want a good result, but I want to have fun and express myself on the water the way I want.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here in Italy. Maybe here a little bit more of jumping compared to Austria, where it's technical sailing. So yeah, we will see what the conditions brings us.
Yeah, maybe they say Saturday looks like really windy, so
I'm excited. I think we had already a competition here that was we had a good day, and at the moment it looks much better. A bit more windy and more days in a row.
The weather's not so good at the moment, but the forecast is looking strong, so looking forward to it.
I'm already here for a couple of days, and like the first day when we got here, we already scored like a pretty good session for 8, which was pretty promising actually.
So to summarize, yes, conditions are looking good for tomorrow afternoon. We'll be kicking off with a single elimination and then on with a double on Saturday. Looks like some good waves, wind coming and looking a bit stronger as well. And then finally Sunday, perhaps finishing off the double elimination and some expression sessions. We're looking forward to all of that, so stay tuned on the efpt.net and follow us on our social channels. We'll see you tomorrow. Ladies and gents, welcome to day 2 here in Geneva. It's time for the tow and air style qualifications. It was on with the qualifications for the tow and air style format. 4 categories, 4 runs, and only 6 riders would make it through to the final. With each run presenting a new category, the riders had to adapt or find themselves on the fence. It began with the air category. The longest air time is all that mattered. The next was combo, double or triple moves took the lead.
short break and it was straight onto the next rounds. Rounds that saw new moves, new variations and a crazy attack on what is possible within freestyle windsurfing. It would be an understatement to say that we saw a new level within freestyle windsurfing today. A level that excelled the competitors to unimaginable heights.
They try to kill me when I fought back. I break the spots with a baseball bat. The justice will never make this right. I need to run and stay outside. And the choosing was me or them. Now for a lifetime I'm condemned. I could forget my old set way of life. I go to prison or die.
And that was just the qualifications. The 2021 finals are on here tomorrow evening at the Tropical Corner in Geneva. Don't miss this.
I go a foot as my last resort. Running harder, faster than before. Until my legs and feet are sore. Life will never be what it was. My mind is shaking.
Ladies and gents, it's day 3 and it's time for Tone Finals. The format is set. 6 riders advanced from yesterday's qualifications and now face each other in an epic knockout showdown. The first is the air category, longest air time it wins. The second is combo, double or triple bouncing moves. The third is regular, no switch stance allowed. And the final category for the top 3 who make it there is an all-out send fest with a twist of variety. No hands, grabs or new moves are on the agenda. Just go big or go bigger. Ladies and gents, welcome to day 3. Are you ready for radical action? Today was all about the second chance comeback round, the double elimination. It was the juniors and the girls who took to the water first and lit up the shores of the Surf and Kite Centre here in Tialogos. The battle was tight in the juniors, but today was the turn of Tigo Court to make the comeback all the way through to the finals. However, Leonard Neubauer was in a league of his own, sticking truly sick moves with such perfect execution to secure the first double elimination victory. In the ladies, the battle for the podium was tight. Sarah Meyer faced Austrian rising star Hannah Poschinger in a third place showdown. It was Poschinger who pulled her moves to take that victory and found her way onto the podium for the first double elimination. In second, Olya Raskina held her place, whilst Maika Hooverman continued to show unrivaled abilities and took today's victory. And so it's time for the pro men. Today we witnessed the sickness as the motivation to make progress back through the double elimination got everyone fired up. A few standouts today, the Germans Julian Wiemer and Felix Volkart showed huge moves, whilst Dudu Levy launched to the stratosphere with a huge stall forward. But the Italians showed power with both Matteo Testa and Marco Benante putting in the moves to advance to tomorrow's final stage. So we are left with the best forecast for finals day. The nerves will be high amongst those who are still in the runnings. With everything to prove and all to lose, every move counts. Tune in to EFPT.net/live to watch the live stream. Join our discussion on the social channels. You don't want to miss this. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the third day here at the Venora Engadine Wind by Dakine. It's final day for the EFPT and the all-new tow-in airstyle format.
I think I'm gonna go big today.
I'm always ready for finals. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Can't wait to go in the water.
It's gonna be very interesting with that new format.
I hope for some good action.
Yeah, I'm really ready. I'm ready for the air time.
For finals day, it was all about the knockout stages, whereas the end of the line for the lowest ranked rider of each round. We then had a little mix up with the categories. We kept the air, we kept the combo, we swapped spin with regular, which meant moves like konos and kulos, and of course we wrapped up the finals with ascend. There were some crazy and wild moves as we went through those rounds, but in the end it was Kees, Steve and Neubauer who made it through to the final. In the end, it was the young Lennart Neubauer who took the victory after 4 complete runs, capping it off with an insane air skopu, the highest ever seen in competition. It was Cares who took second place and actually the highest scoring move of the competition with a perfect 10 in his first run. And it was a Steve with third place. Once again, we've seen the level push through the roof as these madmen tip the level of what is possible. We'll see you guys tomorrow 10:30 to 11:30 AM for our final show, Tricks for Cash with a twist. We'll see you there.
The level was so high this year. It was crazy. Like everyone could have won out of the top 6. So really happy to even make it till there. And, yeah, so happy.
It's day 4 and it's not enough wind, unfortunately, to conclude the double elimination, so it's on with the final round of Tricks for Cash. So it's crowds, camera, action. Welcome back to the EFPT event here in Tiologos. It's finals day. Today we saw stacked fleets full of champions take to the water. Champions from the past 10 to 15 years in freestyle windsurfing lit up the water like nothing else in what was one of the most radical freestyle competitions ever seen.
We feel the devil stare, but we move on like we don't care. 'Cause inside this house of glass, we're throwing stones and we just pray for it to last.
Every heat was as exciting as the last, with every competitor giving their all. It was, however, the current reigning champion who almost stole the show with a comeback of epic proportions, taking down huge names as he charged back to the finals to face the single elimination winner, Amado Vrieswijk.
We feel the devil stare, but we move on like we don't care. 'Cause inside this house of glass, we're throwing stones and we just pray and laugh. We feel the devil stare, but we move on like we don't care. 'Cause inside this house of glass, we throw stones and we just pray and laugh.
The final had everyone on the edge of their seat, a showdown of two of the most fierce freestylers in the world. In the end, the tiredness took its toll, and fresh legs of Amado Vrieswijk saw him execute a truly mind-bending heat. It carried everything that modern freestyle is, and with it, he secured himself the heat win and the event victory.
The winner of the double elimination here at the EFPT Tiologos 2021 is proponent Amado Vrieswijk.
And that was not all. The ladies got their turn once again and took to the water to show that there is an encouraging future for the female contingent in freestyle windsurfing. It was business as usual at the top, with Maika Hooverman storming ahead, Olli Ariskina showing class and taking second, whilst the close battle for third turned heads as the young Steremaier and Austrian Hannah Poschinger had yet another close battle. It was Poschinger who once again secured the final spot on today's podium. With just one day left, the focus is all on the juniors and the girls, with plans for a unique super session. Join us on efpt.net/live and join the discussion on our social channels. We'll see you there. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the 2021 European Freestyle Pro Tour.
A year and a half, I'm super happy and I'm excited like a young puppy, you know.
It just feels amazing. It's super cool to see everybody again.
It's amazing, it's so nice.
Nice to see the faces again.
Feels great to be here. Feels amazing actually, you know. Let's rock it.
Welcome back to day 2. Welcome back to day 3. Glassy conditions presented us a day of solid action. We took behind the jet ski for towing freestyle.
Position, Adrien Bosson.
I had a lot of fun, the guys were doing some incredible moves and hopefully tomorrow we can go back on the windsurfboard with some wind.
Second place with a nice Scopus, Kiri Tode from Bonaire.
I'm pretty happy with the result.
First position, Lennart Neubauer.
I knew that I wanted to mix up the thing a little bit. I was not sure if I was going to do second run or third run, and we were just right, just at the right angle to the wind. It was the key to unlock this move, and so stoked to be standing here right now.
Be a backup plan, a boring page in the book of man. I got one life, I got one shot, I'm taking my chance. Chips on the table, let's go risk it all. I'm not afraid of the road so far. You got one life, you got one shot, so take the chance.
Second place, Ayana Bosquesta. Winner coming all the way from Bonaire, Amado Freestyle!
Ladies and gents, welcome back to day 3 here on the European Freestyle Pro Tour stop in Austria. Glassy conditions presented us a day of solid action. We took behind the jet ski for towing freestyle. But first we go over to the morning live stream show where we caught up with a few special guests.
The run up to the ramp, I never think about the move, to be honest. I'm just thinking about maybe carving a bit, doing some chop hops on the way. The more relaxed I am, the better it's just gonna work out for me.
Do you prefer having the ramp for towing, or do you like doing it on the flat? Because some people, you know, like we were saying, Kiri, seem to perform better without the ramp. So what are you more comfortable with, having the ramp or on the flat?
I can do 2 different moves with the wave and without the waves. I like both actually, because I like to do combos, you know, like I do in my home spot, like
boing, boing, boing,
boing.
So the riders readied their gear and the jet skis headed out onto the water. And so Q2 got underway.
Oh my god, super technical. Amado Reese White coming in hot. There it is, and that's clean as you like. That is how it is done. That is how it is done. Coming in super fast. Oh. That was one of his better ones, I think. Yes! That's what we wanted. Peter, ooh, with a huge crash there. Oh, I hope he's okay. Just came completely out of the straps, landed on the nose of his board on his bum.
So we saw some sick action in Q2 and Sam and Steve taking the lead with an over 9-point score, setting a good stage for what's to come in the final. But first the riders took a short break before that sunset session, the super final showdown.
Here he comes. Huge move. Lean as a whistle, claims it there. Amazing move. Oh, and claims it. There it is, people. Give the people what they want.
Spotlight on him as well.
He probably saw how many points Kiri got.
Unbelievable, I mean.
So much control there. Super, super nice. Coming round here, cutting out on that whip. Super fast. Jesus. Whoa.
So some sick action there. It was Lennart Neubauer taking the win with a 7.97 air scopu. Kiri Toad coming all the way from Bonaire, sealing second place, and the Frenchman Adrien Bosson taking third. We'll leave you with some scenes from the prize giving. Enjoy the champagne moments. The forecast is looking good for tomorrow, so stay tuned to the EFPT live stream. We'll see you then. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the 4th and final day of the European Freestyle Pro Tour here in Austria. There was a promising forecast, but first we decided to catch up with the reigning European and World Champion Jentel Kes.
Was JP Neal Pride, were they the kind of brand that you were really looking out for? Were you kind of getting offers from different brands as well?
Yeah, for sure. You know, you're always looking around, but I always felt the best on the equipment of JP Neal Pride. So I think that I got a good offer again, and our paths crossing again. You have to see, because you want to keep competing and windsurfing, you also need the money. It's already really hard, so yeah, you have to balance it out, what works the best for you. They really want to bring young people in the sport, like young freestylers, so they want to have just a good, strong team, and I think that's also important.
Has Jentel joining the JP Neal Pride team again, does that has that kind of made you feel like you need to start pushing your level more now that you know you've got a world champion as your teammate now?
Yeah, man, it's super cool to have a Yantel again in the team.
Yeah.
I know him for a long time. He's coming a lot of time in Locat for training.
Yeah.
And so we are training together for a long time also. And
you think that's going to help you guys both push the level of freestyle windsurfing now that you're against each other but still teammates?
Yeah, sure. I think we could develop some gear, more performance maybe, or can more perform together. Yeah. Sure.
Well, we're really excited to see that gear. Sam, thank you very much, and we're really looking forward to seeing you on the water later on.
Thank you, Sandy.
Cheers, Sam.
Ciao.
So there we heard from the flying Frenchman, Sam Steve. And so as the wind filled in, Europe's finest freestylers took to the water to complete the single elimination.
I woke up right side of the bed, I got good views on my brain. Sun shining on my face, birds singing out my name. Got rhythm in this soul, I'm kick drum on the beat. This world's so colorful like a purple tangerine.
So that wind has filled in stronger than expected, and Amado Vrieswijk took the single elimination win. Let's see if he can hold on to that title or if someone else can fight back through the ranks. In the final hour, it was Amado Vrieswijk who stomped Akulo in the last seconds to take the victory here in Austria.
Can't bring me down, everything's going my way. Yeah, it feels too good.
Champagne and trophies and a podium worthy of champions. Up next on the European Freestyle Pro Tour is Vieste. We'll see you guys there. Ladies and gents, welcome to the final day of the 2018 European Freestyle Pro Tour here in Brausdam.
I try to get by, something that I'm not into. My mind is paralyzed.
We'll keep this brief. The forecasts look promising to complete the double elimination today. However, with conditions being slightly unfavourable for fair competition, it was decided to call it a day. So a short towing show took centre stage, and there was certainly a jump in progression, as all those who entered laid down some of the latest power moves within modern day freestyle.
Everybody's watching, all eyes on me. Easy to see if I'm winning or losing when all eyes on me.
With that, the action was over here in Brausdam, and so we focused our attention on the overall title race. Cue the music.
Just need some fresh air to breathe. Feels like a movie. Everybody's watching, all eyes on me. Easy to see if I'm winning or losing when all eyes on me.
That's it for another highly successful year on the EFPT, with 8 stops, 7 windsurfing, 1 tow-in. It's been one of the best years in the recent history of the tour. We want to personally congratulate Tongi Frans and Maaike Hoeverman for taking their titles in their respective categories. Also Courto de Monde and Lena Erten for winning in the youth category. The level and talent shown by all the riders throughout the whole year has been truly inspiring. Freestyle windsurfing is well and truly alive. This is the European Freestyle Pro Tour. Join us again next year. We'll see you at the beach. Ladies and gents, welcome back to day 4 here in Costa Brava. It's been finals day within the towing discipline. 6 of the best riders in Europe went head to head in a final showdown of huge moves in front of a packed beach. It was an exciting showdown as the riders jostled for an early lead. Van Broekhoven flew out the blocks on predictably high form. However, it was the Italian Mattia Fabrizi who laid down a clean, stylish burner 360 to take the early lead. With 3 runs to the count, it was still all to play for as the riders prepared for their final run. However, the pressure was on. Holding his lead all the way through the final, Fabrizi even one-upped himself by laying down one of very few no-handed burners ever landed in competition.
This is where I drop in, Adam. Setting the bar even higher, it looked like Fabrizi would take the glory, until this guy came in and stomped double Kula on his very last run, taking the highest score of the finals and the event so far.
With the towing result decided for this event, the title race for that draws ever closer as we head into the last event of the year. However, all eyes turned to the water as the wind began to increase for the official competition to get underway. There's no hiding the fact that the wind was light, it was on the edge. The riders managed to find a gust here or there. Heat times were increased, maximum move numbers reduced, but unfortunately only 2 heats were complete. With competition called off, it all hangs on the final day. We'll see what tomorrow has in store for us. Until then, keep an eye on efpt.net for more live updates. We'll see you then. What is freestyle to you?
My favorite discipline.
Freestyle is fun.
Fun.
Freestyle is whatever we can do in the water.
Freestyle is a way of expressing myself. The way I can express myself. Freestyle is water skateboarding. Freestyle is the best.
Freestyle is just pure stokeness, freedom, being connected to the nature, to the next level.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to the final day here in Costa Brava. We look back on an event that was unfortunately plagued by uncharacteristically light winds. Nevertheless, the action was thick and fast as we went through qualification round after qualification round and on into a final showdown this weekend. The wind did kick in yesterday,
but it was just on the edge, allowing only 2 heats to be sailed. The fleet was then put on standby, awaiting an improvement in conditions. Despite this, the riders squeezed everything they could from the light winds, showing impressive skill. As we draw closer to the final event in Brouwersdam, Holland, all eyes turn to the title race. With still a lot of points up for grabs, it's still very much open for all sorts of upsets. However, France sits clear with nearly 100 points, and it will take a lot to topple him off.
I would say if Tonki ends up in probably one of the top positions, he has a pretty good chance to win the Tour this year, which is amazing because I mean he's been competing at the Tour when I was competing, and that was like 15 years ago. Steven is always somebody who you have to count in on the title, and he won it already 5 times. Yeah, if he wins in Brouwersdam, he still has a pretty good shot to take the title as well, and he can win there, definitely. But also Giovanni is a very strong competitor this year, and up for the title race. And as well, there is a chance for the guys on 5 and 6. You know, the pressure is definitely on Tonki. Although I talked to him yesterday, and I told him like, I mean, you are the one who is chased at the moment. You know, like you don't need to be. But for sure, you know, he wants to win the title for 15 years, and after 50 years, he's close to getting it.
Well, to be honest to you, since the first event started in Austria, in that moment I said, okay, I'm leading at the moment, and you know anything can change because we had so many events coming up and so many radical riders also we have in the tour of the Fpt, and it's quite close for me to get the title. But yeah, it's a feeling that I cannot really impress yet and be too excited because maybe things can change, but I have a big possibility to have the title if I just keep it up.
About this event then, here in Costa Brava, how have you enjoyed the event, and would you perhaps bring your family here next time?
Well, yeah, first thing when I arrived here was already a really warm welcome from the organizers. I really have liked how they have put everything, the setup, and how the time was going, and you can see so much, and it's safe for the kids and stuff, and big beach that everybody can you know, lay on and run, and you know it's amazing. So it's a good place for me to bring my family, of course. So we'll see. Hopefully next year, you never know what can happen, and maybe I bring the whole family down here. Man.
That's it for our time here in Costa Brava this year. We've had a great time here at the Camping Las Tunas with excellent hospitality from them and the Faza Wind team. We'll sign out here and leave you with a few shots from the tow and prize giving. We'll see you in a few short weeks for the culmination of the 2018 European Freestyle Pro Tour. We'll see you then. Ladies and gents, welcome back to day 3 here of the European Freestyle Pro Tour in Brouwersdam. It's the final event of the European Freestyle Pro Tour and the double elimination is on.
I watch it burn to ashes outside with no regret. Let the fire rise inside me.
Conditions were on, the double elimination got into full swing, and there was one rider who really stood out, the Frenchman Adrien Bosson.
as he charged back through the double elimination, taking on competitor after competitor.
One punch, one shot will never break me again.
But it was the Bonairean, Amado Vrieswijk, who had other plans. Taking out Adrian Bosson, he then went on to pass Bassani and face Steven van Broekhoven in the finals. Amado Vrieswijk took the win, and so it was one apiece. Steven van Broekhoven winning the single elimination, Amado Vrieswijk winning the double. And so it was time for the super final showdown. The show was insane, and Amado Vrieswijk took the win, wrapping up his year in style. And yet more style comes tonight as we go for an awesome night show. Enjoy the action. Ladies and gents, welcome back to day 4 here in Brouwersdam. With the wind gone, it's time for some towing action. Both off and on the water, the riders fought it out in 2 elimination rounds, the top 4 from each advancing to the final. So it was a packed-out fleet in the final, and advancing was the flying Frenchman Sam Esteve. There was Jens Tulkers, the new European champion, the crazy Swiss styler Bals Müller, the Italian Mattia Fabrizi, the new Caledonian Antoine Albert, Lennart Neubauer, the young Ripper, the man who needs no introduction, Amado Vrieswijk, and springs for legs, Stefan de Bell.
I hope you're gonna lay it out for me, 'cause I'm backing up to where I used to be.
The action came thick and fast in this high-risk, high-reward discipline. The youngsters Stefan de Bell and Lennart Neubauer really showing strong form. In the end, it was the Italian Mattia Fabrizi who stole the show with a run to spare, stomping a huge one-handed Airburner 900. So that's it for the penultimate day here in Brouwersdam. We'll be back tomorrow for the final day of the final stop of the 2019 European Freestyle Pro Tour.
Second place. So
For me, Fpt,
it's a big group of friends.
Fun, everyone's ripping all days.
World-class action, it's a great competition. Sun festival.
Super cool, incredible, family,
Amazing.
vibes.
It's a radical shit.
Stop it. Competition that's really fun.
It's really fun.
It's really fun.
It was nice. It's the number one. The party was nice.
It's just super nice. I'm simply not able to do it.
Always be like this, I hope. It's good.
Ladies and gents, I'm Adam Sins. Welcome here to day 5 of the European Freestyle Pro Tour. It's been a sandfest.
With the event all wrapped up, it was Amado Vrieswijk and Micah Hoofman who won the pro men's and pro women's disciplines respectively.
I'm happy I won it. Yesterday was a bit too light for me, so today I had more fun on the water, felt confident and just did what I have to do.
I was having fun. Like, finally doing the power moves again, so that was like, you know, the feeling is really good.
Hoofman also went on to secure the overall title, making her the 2019 European Freestyle Pro Tour champion in the ladies.
I had a lot of fun, the conditions were great. Yeah, I mean, I won, so that's really nice. And everyone was ripping, like it was so cool to see. Really motivating for me to just keep on going another year and to just train as hard as I can.
In the men's, it was Jentel Kers who took the title an event early. Arriving fresh from securing the world title, we caught up with him on a year like no other.
What a year, what a year. I'm super stoked here being in my home spot, Brouwersdam, taking the European title. It's like dreams, you know. I'm super stoked. We had some amazing conditions again, a lot of fun on the water. I really enjoyed it and thank you everyone.
And so we look back at the perfect finale, an event that had it all. Strong wins, plenty of action, awesome comebacks, and a level that gets pushed year on year. The European Freestyle Pro Tour closes out for yet another successful year. We now look onwards and upwards at what is said to be the most packed out tour calendar in recent years. The pinnacle of the sport is in safe hands as these radical riders truly push the peak of human performance. 2020 is set to have it all. New stops, fresh races, and those legendary locations that we will be returning to. Which leaves us wondering, what will the riders bring after 6 months off-season? There's only one way to find out. Join us again in 2020 on the shores, on the water, or online. From all of us at the European Freestyle Pro Tour, we'll see you next time.
Ladies and gents, welcome to the final recap of the 2018 Engadine Wind, the 41st edition of the event and the longest standing windsurfing event in the history of the sport. Silver Plana has a special spot in the hearts of those who come here, capturing the imagination. It's an outdoor enthusiast's playground.
It's a wonderful valley. We have the lakes, we have the mountains around, and it's very, very special for all the windsurfers.
It's always super nice to share with the families, with my baby and my wife. It's one of the nicest places in the world by miles, for sure.
The area is beautiful. Enjoy the place a lot, and sailing in the mountains at 2,000 meters almost altitude is pretty sick.
turn all eyes to the water, the 2018 Engadine Wind had it all, including the Swiss Championships, which took place throughout the previous week. In the end, it was the local Richard Stauffacher, who's represented Switzerland in the Olympics, who demonstrated his skills here and walked away with the victory. Additions, including the 6th stop of the European Freestyle Pro Tour, where the riders competed in tone windsurfing by way of a powerful winch and a small wave. They launched into crazy rotations. Yours truly took the lead in the qualifications, whilst it was the turn of Amado Rieswijk to steal the show in the finals, executing near perfect moves to be awarded the highest scores. Filling out the other 2 podium spots were 2 Swiss stars from the ability, Balsamüller and Jeremy Plus. Engadine Wind was heavily about foiling. There were all sorts of hydrofoil craft here and all sorts of action to go with it. Foil racing was on the agenda as the windsurfers, sailing boats and kitesurfers charged the box course, covering huge distances in such light winds. With 9 out of the top 10 riders here, it was as high a level as it gets. Side of the event included one new addition, foil freestyle. The Müller brothers at the forefront of this. Bowles in particular, truly pioneering this discipline. That's it for the 41st edition of the Engadine Wind. An event full of excitement comes to an end here on the stunning shores of Lake Silvaplana. We'll be back with more next year.
Welcome back to the 2021 European Freestyle Pro Tour here on the stunning surroundings of Silvaplana. We're here for the second stage of the EFPT Tow-In Tour, a unique discipline that showboats the sport of freestyle windsurfing.
I think we're gonna have a few cool days of really good action on the water. That's why we're here, so we hope we can do the best of it. I know that it's nice, but when you come here it's like, wow, look around and it's nothing like home.
It's super nice to be back. Really stoked to see everyone and be competing and doing a good show for the crowd. It's cool to try something different. We can go bigger and change it up. And
I'm pretty sure it brings more diversity into everything, and everybody is just like motivated to send it in a way.
I'm hyped to be part of this new format. To be honest, it's very interesting. We can use the foil, we can use the fin, we can send it, we can go through the roof. We actually need some different moves as well. It's not only going to be one move as we used to see back in the days.
So a brand new tow-in format called Air Style basically moves everything towards the show side much more. The riders basically have 4 categories they have to perform their moves in, which are air, combo, spin and send. They get 1 chance each to do a move in that category. The judges will only score on that category.
So with some of the most advanced professional freestyle freaks on course, including none other than current tow-in tour leader Lennart Neubauer, as well as reigning freestyle European and world champions Jento Kes and Sarah Kita Offringer, as well as Vrieswijk, Matisek, Steve, Albert and local superstar Bals Müller, the fleet is stacked with talent. So let's go down to the water where breathtaking scenery requires breathtaking action.
Second place, Jento Kes. Winner of the Tow-in Freestyle EFPT, Lennart Neubauer.
Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to day 3 here at the EFPT Tour Stop in Fuerteventura. Unfortunately, the day kick-started with slightly strange weather, which seemed to set a trend for the rest of the day. But where there's a will, there's a way. And those keen to take to the water today took behind the jet ski for a go at towing. Let me just tell you, the action was unreal. That's enough talking, let's cut straight to it.
Still don't know why I should not be free. Still don't know why it's hard to see. Why do we need to care about it so much? Nothing to guide me. Damn, nothing to see. You're losing your mind. I walk this way and nothing to find. What you thought, what you did, it's over now. Please don't believe me. I'm nothing to believe in. Try not to think about the end. I'm not afraid and I know we rise from death. Falling in shares. I know the one who needs from help. Jump in the dark and never look back. I'm not afraid and I know we rise from death. Falling in shares. Think about the end. I'm not a fool's one, it's all help. Jump in the dark and never look back. I'm not afraid and I know we rise from death. Falling in shares. I'm nothing to believe in. Try not to think about the end. I'm not afraid and I know we rise from death. Falling in shares. I'm not the one who needs some help. Jump in the dark and never look back. I'm not afraid and I know we rise from death. Never give up, no, so never give up, no. You've got so much to say. Never give up, no, so never give up, no. You've become a slave.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to day 4 here in Fuerteventura. It's been a great ending to an equally great event. We finished off the day with an incredible live show. We
saw brand new move combos never seen before in competition, a theme of this event, as we saw new moves almost every single day. Looking back at some of the highlights of this event, the first day saw a few rounds of the single elimination kick off, to be finished on day 2. It was then straight into the double elimination where we saw the junior Corto Dumont make his mark in international competition. Then the impressive comeback of Giovanni Pisani, only to be stopped by the super impressive Jentel Kers. Without any further competition, Kers was announced the winner of the event earlier today. We took the opportunity to catch up with Kers after the official announcement earlier on today. Okay, Jentel, so you must be pretty stoked with your result. It's been a while since you competed actually, wasn't it? Back in Silt. So tell us about your winter training and about the event as well.
First of all, yeah, I'm super stoked to be here and win this event. And yeah, it's a really long time ago I competed. It's like 8 months. I don't know, it's since Silt last year ago, so it's pretty long. But I had a really nice winter, did a lot of road tripping in Europe, windsurfed a lot of different conditions, so I was prepared for everything. I mean, we didn't have the wind we expected in Fuerte, but still was super good, and I enjoyed it.
Obviously the winter training helped you a lot with all the varied conditions, but as you say, we didn't quite have the expected winds here, but still the spot is an amazing spot. What are your thoughts on the spot and you know, the competition as a whole?
The competition was really good organized, so that's I have nothing to say about. The spot is also really nice. It's flat water where we normally not compete in, so it's something new. It's really cool, and a lot of us train in flat water actually, so it was a lot of fun sailing.
Awesome, and we were lucky to have a few juniors and youths as well here. We had the junior event, and it's quite inspiring actually for us to see them at such a young age progressing a lot, and also pushing us a bit as well, and we can see where they're coming into it. What are your thoughts, and what would you say to youngsters keen to enter freestyle competition and about the European Tour and this event?
First of all, yeah, the kids were really sailing good. They were doing more moves than I expected, like culos both sides, conos both sides. Like, I don't expect to see kids of 14-15 years doing it, and so it's really cool to see the next generation coming. And I will say, just keep training, enjoy windsurfing, and try to enter so much competitions as possible to learn about it.
Looking ahead at Lanzarote, you're coming over to Lanzarote and also the PWA event back here in Fuerte. What are your thoughts on the upcoming events?
I mean, this is a really good start already, but like all of us freestyles, we love Lanzarote. It's completely different. Doing some jumping going out, freestyle coming in, and I'm really stoked to go again this year. And then of course the PWA here in Sotavento, I'm really looking forward to compete again in the World Cup as well.
Awesome, thanks so much, Jentel. Congratulations.
Thank you.
See you in Lanza.
We've had a great time here in Fuerteventura. It's been an awesome event, and one that's been a long time coming. Expectations were high and they were well and truly met. We look forward to returning next year. Our sights are now set on the next stage of the tour, and the title race draws ever closer. Tonky Franz secured 5th place here and maintains his position at the top of the overall rankings, but he has some serious talent snapping at his heels. The next stage is just a few days away. We're off to enjoy the official closing ceremony. We'll see you guys in a few days where wind and waves are awaiting. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the 3rd day here in Lanzarote. Competition continues as we jump straight into the next single elimination, a whole new fresh round of competition. In windsurfing, a full round of competition consists of the single elimination and that second chance comeback round known as the double elimination.
Because conditions are so epic here this week in Lanzarote, we've already seen one single and one double elimination. Today we saw the second full single completed in the most radical conditions with the most gnarly moves. It's no understatement, this has been the most radical freestyle windsurfing event in the history of the tour. From the early rounds to the live shows, the quarterfinals on, it was insane what was required of the riders to pass just one heat, let alone advance into the finals. In the end, it was Yentel Cares and Adrien Bosson who made their way to the top, a final we have begun to get familiar with. The two cut loose, no holds barred. This is freestyle at its finest.
Exactly evaluate the scores if they are correct. It's a very, very small difference. And taking the win in the single elimination, Yentel Cares, Adrien Bosson, second place.
That's it for the third day. We'll see you tomorrow on the fourth and final day for the conclusion of the double elimination to determine the overall winner. Stay tuned and don't forget we will be live streaming with a live show from Heat 46A. You can find out all you need over at efpt.net. We'll see you tomorrow.